Hi everyone! Ever wanted to make your own fortune cookies? Today I'll show you how. From my go-to recipe to pro tips for the crispiest crunch, you'll learn it all. Plus, I've created printable fortunes, label stickers, and packaging with my own hand-drawn illustrations. I'll provide the links below. Let's get baking! Here's what you'll need for the perfect fortune cookie base. 170 grams all-purpose flour, 43 grams rice flour, 160 grams granulated sugar, 2 teaspoons cornstarch, and 1/2 teaspoon fine salt. For the wet ingredients, 4 egg whites slightly beaten, 1/4 cup canola oil, 24 grams butter melted, 1/3 cup water, 1 tablespoon vanilla extract, and 1/4 teaspoon almond extract. Okay, so here we go. Take a medium-sized bowl and add your 4 egg whites, and with a whisk, give it another little stir. And if you want a tip, don't use egg beaters with this recipe, because what the egg beaters do is introduce too much air into your batter. And you really don't want a lot of air in your batter to make the crispiest cookie. So now we'll take the 1/4 cup canola oil, add that in. Add the 1/3 cup water, 24 grams of melted butter, give that a stir, 1 tablespoon of vanilla, and 1/4 teaspoon almond extract. So set that bowl aside, and now we're going to grab another medium-sized bowl, and we're going to add the dry ingredients. Pour in 170 grams flour, 160 grams sugar, 43 grams rice flour, 2 teaspoons cornstarch, and 1/2 teaspoon fine salt. I like to use sea salt. Take a whisk and stir that up. And now you're going to pour the dry ingredients right into the wet ingredients. And you're going to be using a fork to just stir it up. I don't know, I guess pour in a little bit, stir a little bit, and keep going until you've finished all the dry ingredients. And what you want is to mix it enough to get a non-lumpy batter, but you don't want to overmix, which is again what you'd be doing with the beaters. I like to take the fork and smush any lumps that I have against the side of the bowl, kind of break apart the lump, and I just keep going until my mixture looks smooth and lump free. Take a spatula and scrape off the edges and get the bottom. Make sure nothing is stuck on the bottom. But that's the consistency. It's like it's kind of like gooey pancake batter. So now we move on to the next part. This is my tool. It's like a little long skinny spatula, and you're going to drop 4 tablespoons, 3 to 4 tablespoons onto your baking mat. I use a silicone baking mat. I am sure you can use wax paper as well. You shouldn't do more than 3 or 4 tablespoons at a time on a mat because you won't have time to fold the cookies and shape them and work with them while they're hot before they get hard. They'll harden on you. So there we go. Dropping the 4th. I know that I can do 4. Then the reason why I like this little spatula is because I just fan it out. I take it and I smush it down and fan it out, and I'm basically making the biggest circle that I can with this tablespoon of batter, spreading it out. It's almost, it kind of even turns transparent on you. You can like see through the batter. The important part is not to leave any holes. So transparent or almost transparent is good because that's where the batter, that's where the cookie will be the thinnest and also the crunchiest. Now the 4th one. Oh, there's a hole. That's what I mean by hole. We got to make sure that we don't have holes. So just keep working it until you get it right. And if you kind of mess up on the edge, don't worry about it. Just take your little tool and give yourself a nicer edge. And that'll bake really nicely.
Place the baking tray into the oven, 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius for 11 minutes.
Take your spatula, and the first thing you're going to do is flip the cookies over. Very quickly put in a fortune. Take the cookie, lightly press it against a glass and fold it and put it in one of the muffin tins to hold its shape. So flip it over, put in a fortune, fold it, take the edge, press it against the edge of your cup or glass, and set it into a muffin tin. Flip, fortune, and press. Fold and place. I suggest that you always make sure that you can see the fortune before you fold it, because I really have given people blank fortunes before. You don't want to do that. And here we go. Look at this cookie and look how crispy it is. You see? There's the fortune. And let's read what it says. Oh, you will like and subscribe to my channel.
Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my video.